Going live and we are recording. Perfect. Let me make sure that everyone can see me. Yes, everyone can. Greetings, family. Welcome back to another American math lesson. As we discussed last week, or as we did last week, we had a lot of fun adding fractions of a cup together in order to get different values within a cup, adding teaspoons, tablespoons, fractions of a cup, so on and so forth. Today, we're going to be having some fun applying everything we've been learning over the last 2 weeks to an actual recipe. We will be using, if we go over into our play space, which is, so that's our play space here, but I actually want to come here. We are going to be using this recipe made by, what's his name again? Let me find out real quick. Preppy Kitchen. We're going to be using Preppy Kitchen's tutorial to figure out how we we're going to be using Preppy Kitchen's recipe to apply everything that we've been learning in terms of ratios and proportions. All right. We're going to be taking his recipe that we can see over here and we'll be doubling it. And then we need to convert all of our doubling into different units or for whatever would be most efficient in the kitchen. Okay. So,
Okay.
for example, if we go back over into our play space, we can come right over here. Let's say, for example, the recipe calls for 3 teaspoons of something, right? 3 teaspoons. And we want to double this. So it'll be 3 teaspoons times 2. All right. What would that equal? Well, we know that 3 times 2 is, go ahead and tell me, Kira. It's 6. 6 teaspoons. And then we can drag out 6 teaspoons into our play space. So what's another way of saying 6 teaspoons? What's a conversion that we can convert it into?
Then we can convert it into an ounce or 2 tablespoons.
Excellent. So then we can just fill up 1 ounce, 1 fluid ounce of whatever material we need, and then use that for a recipe instead of trying to use 3 teaspoons.
Exactly. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be fun.
Okay, cool. We'll figure out more about it as we go through the activity, and I'll continue to explain as need be. But starting out, everyone go check out Preppy Kitchen's mug cookie tutorial so that you can learn more about what go check out his tutorial so you can follow along and make this yourself. But we're going to start out with just doubling our ingredients before we get too far into the preparation of this recipe. Let's just focus on the conversions right now, and then we'll go through each of these one by one and we can check them off as we're done. Okay?
It also allows you to actually visualize what 1/4 of a teaspoon would look like in real life. So you can kind of compare certain things,
Exactly. 100%. So I'm going to switch over to, that's it. Nope, that's not it. Okay. There we go. So yeah, just give me 1 second while we get started. All right, now we're back. Um, so now that I've explained the activity, we're going to jump straight in with our first conversion. The first conversion is going to be converting 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter into, well, we're going to be doubling that. All right. So I'll start out by typing in, we have 1 tablespoon
Mhm.
of unsalted butter times 2. All right.
Okay.
So how would we, yeah, go ahead and show us visually, Kira. Start off by just doubling this 1 tablespoon. Okay.
Okay. All right. So first, make sure control. I do not.
Try again.
All right, we're good. Let me remove that. There we go. All right. So first we have 1 tablespoon, 15 milliliters like this. Boom. So that's 1 tablespoon. So times 2 means we need to double this 1 tablespoon. So we know 1 times 2 is 2. So in this case, that means by doubling it, we'll just add another tablespoon to give us 2 tablespoons. Bada bing, bada boom. And these 2 tablespoons go over and form an ounce. So that means 1 tablespoon times 2 will equal 1 ounce.
Excellent. So we can go ahead and enter that over here. That'll be 1 fluid ounce. Okay? Or 1
Okay.
ounce. Same thing.
All right.
Perfect. So if we move on to the next one, let's go back and check what our conversions are. Now we need to convert 4 teaspoons of packed light brown sugar, and we'll check off the 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. So if you were in the kitchen doing this, you would just go ahead and scoop out 2 tablespoons or one fluid ounce worth of butter, and you go ahead and set that aside. Now we're moving on to 4 teaspoons of packed light brown sugar. Okay, so let's go into the play space and solve this.
So first, are we going to smack this ounce into our little cup? Or,
Not yet.
oh, let me go ahead and let you do that.
Yeah, go ahead and write this down on a piece of paper. Go ahead and write down 1 ounce of unsalted butter for your recipe, Kira, because you'll go on and make this yourself.
Okay. 1 ounce of unsalted butter. Got notes. We're good.
Okay, 4 teaspoons. So go ahead and solve this one out. If we have 4 teaspoons of,
All right.
Yep, 4 teaspoons of light brown sugar, we need to double that.
Okay. So first, we know that 4 teaspoons looks like 1 tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons, and 1 additional teaspoon to give us 4 teaspoons in total. So that means we need to double that. So since this is times 2, that means we'll just double it and add another. So in our case, that means tablespoons would double and form 2 tablespoons, which then go into an ounce. Let me move that in there. And then we can't forget to double our teaspoon. 1 times 2 is 2. So that means that will double. Boom, go into 2. And that will form 1 centiliter. Bada bing, bada boom. So scroll up a little bit. Boom. Come on. I can't click the question mark to answer, but our answer is 1 ounce and 1 centiliter, or 2 teaspoons.
Very good. 1 ounce and 2 teaspoons. Hold up. Are you trying to type something?
No, I stopped. Must have been delayed.
What happened?
I don't know.
What? What did we do? Oh my gosh, all the hashtags now.
I have no clue what happened. But,
There we go.
that's what, okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank God. Thought I was gonna
Squirted.
spend too long on that. Okay, so what's our answer again?
Our answer is 1 ounce in 1 centiliter, aka 2 teaspoons.
Got it.
Wait,
I
don't
like
forget.
2
Yeah.
teaspoons.
There we go.
All right,
Boom.
perfect. So go ahead and write that down for yourself too. 1 ounce, 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of light brown sugar. Light brown sugar. Boom. Got it.
Okay, now Kira,
Mm-hmm. You cut out speaking.
thank you. Do you have a 1 ounce measuring cup at home?
I don't have a 1 ounce measuring cup at home, but I do have tablespoons.
So,
So
yeah, so how will we convert this into tablespoons since you don't have an ounce measuring cup?
well, I don't have an ounce measuring cup, but since I do have an ounce, well, not ounce, a tablespoon spoon, what I can do is simply just do the math because we know, well, not math, but we know. Did I lose control? No, I didn't.
No, you're good.
My bad. Yeah. We know that 2 tablespoons equals up to 1 ounce. So we can use a substitute, I would say. So since I have tablespoon, we know that if we break this ounce up, why can't I select it? I think I have a delay on my part, but we can break this ounce up and turn it into 1 and 2 tablespoons. So we know 2 tablespoons is going to form an ounce. So instead of a full ounce cup that I don't have, I'll just use 2 tablespoons as a substitute. Sorry for the severe delay I'm going through.
You're good.
Like,
So I'll go ahead and change our answer then to 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons.
exactly.
All right. 4 teaspoons doubled is 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons.
All right.
Cool. You want to go ahead and write that down so you can use it later?
Oh, I already wrote down the original one.
Okay, so yeah, you can do the mental conversion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've trained.
Yeah, that's what you've been spending all this practice for. You should definitely use it. All right, so next up, so that checks off our 4 teaspoons of light brown sugar. Next up, we need 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. That should
Okay.
that should be pretty easy for you, Kira.
Looking a little difficult. All right.
We'll go ahead and put 1 tablespoon. And that would equal what?
1 tablespoon times 2.
Yep.
Okay. So let me get, oh, you're gonna get rid of it. Okay, good. Thank you.
No
So,
problem.
again, we know that 1 tablespoon, bada bing, bada boom. 3 teaspoons. So we have times 2. So that means we need to double it. Bada bing, boom. Doubling that would give us an ounce because an ounce consists of 2 tablespoons. So simply, we'd have an ounce or aka 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Boom.
Excellent.
That looks so much better. I wonder, can I type it in there? Oh, I can. Ah, wait. It's gonna say 1 ounce or aka 2 tablespoons. Yay!
Excellent.
Oh, that went off. I should have just did a slash. It works.
It works. We know for next time. All right.
All right.
So it'll be 1 ounce or 2 tablespoons. Perfect. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, hold on. One.
All right. Now this
There
one's a
we go.
little tricky. Now we have 1/4 teaspoon.
Mmm.
We're going all the way back down to milliliters now.
Yeah, Lee.
So
All
we
right.
have 1/4 teaspoon. And I'll change this back to our question mark. Times 2. All right. What would that equal?
Okay. Okay. I just realized we lost our ounce, but that's okay. We'll get it back. So, 1/4 of a teaspoon. We gotta go back to the milliliters. All right.
Oh, and let me
Of a teaspoon.
where did it
Oh, go
go?
ahead.
I brought our teaspoon over so we could use it. Must have disappeared or something, but we got it now. Here we go.
Oh, I deleted it. That's why.
Ah, okay.
All right. All right. I thought it was a mistake, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know we have 5 milliliters in a teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take that out. Come on, please. Boom. So that's a teaspoon right there, and we need 1/4 of it. So now the question is, how can we break that up into one group out of the 4 possible groups we can have?
Let me help you out. I want us to try to I want us to use to do the fraction portion first. So what if we have 1/4 put together with another quarter? What would that equal?
Oh, that'd be 2/4.
Which is the same as?
I don't know why I was thinking of money. What's a 1/2 a teaspoon?
Excellent. So like for example, if we had 1/4 cup and then we added another 1/4 cup, how much of a cup do we have now?
Now we have 1/2 cup. There we go.
Perfect. All right. So we'll go ahead and write that down as our answer. We have 1/2 a teaspoon. All right. But that doesn't tell us the value inside of it yet.
Okay.
But all we need to do is do some basic division now. So what's 5 cut in half?
5 cut in half is 2.5.
Excellent. So that would be how many milliliters? 1/2 teaspoon is
2.5 milliliters. Okay.
perfect. That's it. That's it.
Okay. I feel like I could have did that myself now.
You're
All
good. This was your first time doing something like this. We'll get some more practice with it in the future with other values. But
Add now.
you definitely got it now. And in the future, whenever you're actually cooking in the kitchen or to anyone at home who might be following along with this, considering the value so small, you can really just do it to taste by like pouring a couple drops in because 1/4 teaspoon really isn't that big. But also when I was trying out this recipe the other day, I accidentally spilled way too much vanilla extract into my mug cookie, added in closer to like a tablespoon, and it was not salvageable. So there's still a use to using these little measuring cups, even though they're small quantities. All right.
Yeah, we fell together.
Yeah, I should have recorded it.
Uh,
All right. So on to the next one. We've done the 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt.
Okay.
I don't think we need a.
I don't need to measure a pinch of salt.
Right. Well, that's another American math lesson. We'll cover pinches at another time. Next up is 1 egg yolk. Again, same deal. You just need 2 of those, so we'll check that off. And lastly, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. All right.
Okay.
So let's hop back into
Alright.
the play space and try that out. 3 tablespoons
Mm-hmm.
of all-purpose flour. All right.
Okay.
I'll clear our play space. How would we play this out now?
Alright. So 3 tablespoons, first off, we know there's 2 tablespoons in an ounce. So first, we're just gonna drag out our ounce. Bada bing. Okay, get in there. Come on, be neat. It's okay. Now there's 2 tablespoons. Boom. Now I need one more. So we'll just slap that into a tablespoon beaker. Boom. That's our 3 tablespoons right there. Now we need to double it. So that'll be 3 times 2 or 3 plus 3, which is 6. So we're going to do this slow first. So let's move this to our cup so we have space. Boom. That's our 1 ounce right there, or 2 tablespoons, I should say. So that means we have to double those 2 tablespoons. So that means we're going to have to bring out another ounce. Boom. Since we doubled it, so instead of 1 ounce, now we have 2. All right, now that means we have to go to our tablespoon beaker and double that by 2. So that means we need to go up, since it's by 2. We're just gonna have to double it into 2 tablespoons instead. That goes over, that gives us an ounce for us to then put into our cup. Boom. So that means in total, we'd have, oh, hold on. This is looking a little odd to me. We have 3 ounces. Let me make sure that's right real quick. Gotta backtrack. Okay. Boom. Right there. Boom, right there. Okay. So we double this. This becomes an ounce. And then we double our ounce, and that becomes 2 ounces. So that should give us 3 ounces. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right.
Way to figure it out. All right. Now, so what fraction of a cup are these 3 ounces?
This would be 3/8 of a cup.
Got it. So, do you have any way of measuring 3/8 of a cup at home?
Uh, well, like I said, I don't have an ounces beaker, so instead, we're gonna have
Okay.
to do is just do 6 tablespoons.
6 tablespoons? Those are quite a lot of tablespoons. Is there any other way we could break it down to make it a little bit easier? So that instead of 6 tablespoons, we can pour it a fewer number of times?
Mm. Uh, without our ounce beaker? I mean, if you
Ye-
have ounces at home, yes, you could fill up 3 ounces or at least pour 3 ounces into your pot. What do I got though? 3 tablespoons. I mean, not 3 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons. I mean, that's all I got. What are you thinking?
Do you have measuring cups that measure in cups? Like fractions of a cup?
I do. Yes, I
Okay, what
do.
fractions of a cup do you have?
What? That's a good question. I think I have 2 cups. Hmm. I think so. Hold on. Yeah, I think I just have 2 cups. Like 2 cups in one beaker thing. That's weird.
Does it have little markings on it that tell you how far high up it's filled?
Yes, it does. So I guess I would have ounces beaker then. All right. But yes, it does.
Do you think you could go grab it real quick for the sake of this demonstration?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna run real quick. Gotta go see. Not that fast now. Apologies, I'm being attacked by a dog, my dog. But I got it. All right.
Perfect.
All right. Let me see. Can I get some lighting on this shade? Okay.
There we go.
So it measures up to 2 cups. We got 1/4 cup, 1/3 of a cup. We got 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, and then a cup. And it just goes up like that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Is it visible? Go ahead.
so do you see anywhere on this cup in our play space? I can see it. Do you
I can
see?
see.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. You said you can see one of these on my cup? Hmm.
Let's backtrack a little bit. All
Okay.
right.
Uh-huh.
If we were to pour this out using just tablespoons, we would have to stick
Okay.
a spoon inside of the sugar or the flour, scoop out 1 scoop, dump, scoop out 2 scoop, dump, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trust me, it can be easy. It can get easy to lose count. All right. So we want to try to get fewer scoops. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if we look over here, we can see that halfway up this cup at 4 ounces, that would be half a cup. Do you see that
Yeah.
on your play space? I mean, on your measuring cup? Okay,
Yep, I can
perfect.
see it right here.
Is there any other one that we could use? Any other marking considering our value here? Because you see how high it's filled up, right?
Yes.
So, for example,
Oh, okay.
like we know that we have 2/3 of a cup on that measuring cup, right?
Yeah, we did.
But these ounces aren't broken up into 2/3 yet.
Exactly.
So that's not going to work. What about 1/4 of a cup?
Now we do have 1/4 of a cup, which is in our case 2 ounces.
So do we see that here in our play space?
We do. We see. Hold on. Right here. Oh, are you taking control? I
You
got
can,
it. Okay.
you got it
Yeah.
now.
This is 1/4 of our cup. This is our 1/4. Boom.
Got it. So what will we do with that other 1 ounce in our play space?
Then we'd have to add that to. So that means that'd be the 1/3 on this cup. Right.
Not quite. What fraction of a cup is 1 ounce?
Oh, we know 1 ounce is 1/8. Oh, so this would be 3/8.
So yes, this would be 3/8, but we're isolating the 1/4. All right. So this is this measuring cup here.
Okay.
This is your measuring cup at home. All right, and then you fill it up 1/4 of the way. Perfect.
Okay. Boom.
Now we still have this other ounce that we have to deal with. You don't have a 1 ounce beaker at home, do you?
No.
So
Oh, so then I could break that. I was gonna say, so I could break that ounce up and then just pour 2 tablespoons.
exactly? Then we would bring out
Okay.
1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons.
Oh,
All right.
I didn't know it showed the milliliters in the back of this cup too.
Oh, then that's perfect too. Does it say 90 milliliters on there anywhere?
Nah, unfortunately the lowest is 100.
Got it. So that's just over 3 ounces. Because you see here, how many milliliters is 3/8 of a cup?
Whoa. What? I just zoned out.
How many milliliters
Sorry.
are 3 ounces?
Oh, 90 milliliters.
Exactly. So you're just 1 centiliter off from having that full 100 milliliters.
Okay.
Is this making sense?
Yes, it is. I got it.
Okay, cool. So when we double our flour from 3 tablespoons doubled,
Mm-hmm.
what would we pour inside? What would we use in the kitchen and pour into our mug cake or mug cookie?
All right. So since it's doubled, we have 3 ounces. So that means we need to pour in 2 ounces or a quarter of a cup or 1/4. And then we need to pour in 2 tablespoons.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I get what you're talking about now. Let's try another one. Oh, well, no, I just looked at the time. It's 6:10, but we do have time for another one?
Yes, we got to finish this recipe out.
Yo, yeah,
All
we
right.
do. You're right. We didn't even finish it. Come on, let's go.
All right. Do you have any other questions about this one before I clear the plate
No,
space?
we're
All right.
we're fine.
So we'll clear all that out of the way. All right. We've got one more to do.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, that was our 3 tablespoons. Now we have 2 tablespoons of semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I can do that. Let's go.
2 tablespoons,
Time
double.
equals. All right. So by now we know 2 tablespoons is just an ounce. Bada bing, bada boom. So if we were to double an ounce, 1 ounce, we'd know it turns into 2. So now we have 2 ounces, aka a quarter of a cup. So that would be, come on, there we go. 1/4 of a cup. Boom. Or 1/4 C. Where it's 2.
Spot
There we
on.
go.
That's perfect.
All right, let me get that in. You trying to get me to make a super cookie mug or something?
If you've got a mug big enough, I tried it out the other day preparing for this lesson. I would
Okay.
say what?
I said I do actually have a massive mug. Never mind.
Okay. So you got to experiment with it. Mine turned out really good. It just needed to bake for a little, or not bake. It needs to sit in the microwave a little bit longer. I might put it in for a minute 30 seconds instead of 1 minute since it's bigger.
Okay.
But that's something to keep in mind. Put it in for 1 minute, test it, stick like a toothpick in it or something till it hits the
Yeah.
bottom, and then heat it up some more if it needs to, because everybody's microwave is different.
Yeah. All right. So your advice on that one, did you stir like
If I had an egg on me, I'd
Mhm.
just look up a YouTube short on it and it'll show you how to do it. And when you do mix it, make sure that you mix everything in the order that he says to in the video. So first mix together the sugar and the butter, and the vanilla.
on it? But I feel like it'd be pretty simple because once you demonstrated it to me, like separating an ounce into
And we